Hi, it's Melanie, and today I'm going to share with you how I get dinner on the table almost every night without a meal plan and almost without recipes. So before I was a mom, I used to make meal plans almost every week. I would search through all my recipes on Pinterest, recipes I had printed out, and I would figure out, with my calendar, I'd probably make five, recipes a week, and I would plan all those out, plan all the ingredients, make the shopping list, see what I already had in the pantry, and that just took me hours to do. And then when I got pregnant, I decided that I wanted to fill my freezer with meals for after the baby was born. And I used a paid service called Once a Month Meals, and I did fill my freezer. It was a lot of work, and we had meals from the freezer for almost 4 months after she was born, which was great since I had a really difficult recovery. And after we went through those, I had to kind of start figuring out how to make meals when I had the baby at home with me and I didn't have a lot of energy. And something that I just came upon, actually because we had a CSA, which stands for Community Supported Agriculture. Basically, we would get a share of vegetables every week in the summer. And I kind of had to figure out just what to make for dinner every day with what we already had on hand. And so that's what I do now. So my technique is basically to keep vegetables on hand, meats on hand, starches and grains, things like that, and keep my pantry, fridge, and freezer stocked with all of those things. And then every night I just pull things out and cook it. So two things you need to be able to do to make this work for you is one, make sure you pull something out of the freezer 1 or 2 days ahead of time, put that in the fridge, defrost, and then that's kind of like the only planning step you really have. Just make sure things are thawed and then you just cook it the next day. And that's the other thing you need to know how to do is how to cook all those things. So I have one method I use to make chicken breasts, 1 or 2, a method for chicken thighs, a method for fish, and then a couple methods for either ground beef or stew meat, things like that. So I always have like 1 or 2 options for how to cook each type of meat, and the same with vegetables. I have a preferred way that I like to cook my zucchini, my asparagus. So that way, it's just really easy. I just have, vegetables that I keep in the fridge, meat that I keep in the freezer, and then I'll make a starch or a grain to go with it. And then every day, 5 o'clock rolls around, it's time to make dinner, and I don't even have to know what I'm making, really. I just go and pull something out. So that's my tip for you today. Try that out if you're having trouble getting dinner on the table, if you're struggling with meal plans, if you're looking at all the paid subscription services out there and it's kind of overwhelming. Start with learning how to make vegetables, how to make different kinds of meat, or go with what you already know, and then keep your freezer stocked, keep your fridge stocked, just pick up what you like at the store, and you should be able to start from there. So I hope that helps you, and I'll see you in the next video.